Scott Schoen here. I wanted to take a moment to give you some of my thoughts on honesty and how to help our kids to become honest, and also give you sort of my thoughts on the difference between honesty and sincerity, and just some ideas about that. So first, let me talk about honesty, and I think I'm going to be framing it maybe in a little bit of a way that is different than you've heard before. And obviously, honesty is telling the truth and saying what you know is right, but also it's being able to accurately make assertions about things. You know, I think it can be difficult for kids to be able to see what the facts are sometimes in a situation. And they might come running to you and say, my brother, he called me a name, and he did this, and he did that, and he made fun of me, and there's a big fight. Or, you know, they come back and say, I was at school, and the teacher hates me now, or I don't like math class, or, you know, these different things. And intermixed with the facts of the incident are also the opinions and assessments and feelings and emotions, and all those things get mixed in, and it becomes very hard for, you know, kids to sort of see exactly what's really happening and to sort of tell the difference between something that is real, you know, a fact, and something that's just an opinion, like, you know, the teacher hates me, or different things along those lines. So it's just helping our children to be able to understand what being honest is about, and being able to tell exactly what happened. You know, this bully at school, he said X, Y, Z, and then he pushed me. Or, you know, I got a D on the test in math class instead of the math teacher hates me. Or, you know, my brother, he pushed me and then he grabbed the video controller. Instead of, you know, Jimmy, he pushed me and I'm crying, and all this kind of extra stuff that's in there. And that just helps people to see situations a lot more clearly when they're able to distinguish what factually happened from how they're feeling about it and what their opinion about it is. And it can just help to clear things up. It can help to sort of minimize, you know, an over emotional reaction, which a lot of times I see from kids. So as parents, we can sort of guide them in that direction, and then make sure that they're gaining skill in being able to honestly reflect exactly what happened. And then that's going to give them a better feel for contact with reality. And then the more they're able to accurately see what's really happening, the more they're going to feel appropriately about it. The more their assessment about the situation, their emotions, and their reaction is going to be really well grounded and appropriate, and it's going to have a really useful purpose, instead of getting upset and over emotional about something when the facts of the matter are that it was not as big as you feel it was. And so this can really be an important area, and it's sort of a part of honesty that we don't think about. We think of honesty as just, you know, Jimmy lied that he broke the cookie jar, or Jimmy lied, you know, that he cheated on a test, or Jimmy said, you know, that he was going to do his homework and didn't. And of course that's being dishonest, but this more subtle form of not being able to accurately tell the truth about something, it's not an intentional deception, it's just an inability to remember or to pay attention to what really happened, is a more subtle form of inability to reflect the facts. I don't think it's really dishonesty, it's not intentional. And then that just leads to a disconnect from reality and an overreaction to something. And our emotions get the best of us, and then we're just sort of off on a tangent. And I think for myself as an adult, I'm, you know, if I'm upset or frustrated about something, to be able to write down exactly what really happened, the actual facts of the event, and then to take those into consideration as I form my, you know, reaction to it, and my emotions and my opinions. It's going to make a big difference. So I want to encourage everyone out there to help your kids become better fact finders. and think about it like an investigation. When something happens at school, they come home and they say, my best friend hates me now, or or the kid at school made fun of me. Instead of going, oh Jimmy, that's so horrible, I feel so bad, let's go talk to the teacher, and all those things could be good, but to say, can you tell me exactly what happened? Well, yes, I was at lunch and this kid, he stole one of my pieces of food, or he pushed me, or he called my friend a name. And as you sort of lay down exactly what really happened, it can help to flush out the details of it and help everyone to see it in a much more honest and realistic way. And I think this is going to be a good thing on that area of honesty. Now, on the other side of things, you've got sort of blatantly knowing what happened, that you did steal something, or you did cheat, or you didn't keep your promise, and then saying that you did. And people lie for two main reasons. One, they don't want to get punished. They're afraid of the punishment, so they're really fearful. And then two is that they feel that they'll be ashamed. They'll be so embarrassed by telling the truth. Mom, I got an A on the math test, and Mom is super proud when in reality they got a C or a D, and they're just too ashamed to let you know about it. So when we know why people are lying, then we can help sort of to react to it in a way that's going to be helpful.